for show. Comics, cards, collectibles too. Join us live, it's made for you. From the pages to our hands, our passion spreads across the lands. Every flip, every find, in this magic we unwind. Underdog comics leading the way, cerebral comics brightening our day. Brotherhood comics and cards where we unite. Our second chance, collectibles, pure delight. Saturday night, the vibe is right. Diving into tales, heroes flight. From Spidey to Bat, stories unfold. In this world, dreams are sold. Leave on Facebook, feel the thrill. Every auction, every deal, for the love that we all share. In this magic everywhere. Underdog comics, leading the way. Cerebral comics, brightening our day. Brotherhood comics and cards where we unite. Our second chance collectibles, pure delight. Saturday night, the vibe is right. Dive into tales, heroes flight. From Spidey to Bat, stories unfold. In this world, dreams are sold. Leave on Facebook, feel the thrill. Every auction, every deal, for the love that we all share. In this magic everywhere. Underdog comics leading the way. Cerebral comics brightening our day. The Brotherhood comics and cards where we unite. Our second chance collectibles, pure delight. Turn the pages, feel the beat. In this world we all meet. Stories that will never end, with every bit a new friend. Underdog comics, leading the way. Cerebral comics, brightening our day. The Brotherhood comics and cards where we unite. Our second chance collectibles, pure delight.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday evening in most places. What is going on? This is Alex with the Brotherhood. We'll be rocking the show solo today, so appreciate everybody who can stop by, say hi real quick. I know it is Monday, so it was a long day, but we're definitely doing some packing and stuff tonight as well as tomorrow. So if you guys are expecting packages, they will be going out shortly. Just wanted to go live real quick just to see who's on, show off a few things, see what you guys are interested in. We did the battleship this morning where everything was $5. Today we're mixing and matching. So if you guys see anything, let me know. We're going to be just flipping through some stuff. We'll get you some prices. If not, like I said, or best offer, we'll definitely make some plans to wheel and deal. So but yeah, this is again rocking solo. I know Pete wasn't feeling 100% today, so I definitely hope he's okay. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let the good times roll. If you guys see anything, just stop me, let me know pricing on anything or any of that good stuff. But yeah, we got a gorgeous ASM. Look at this, $298. Some people say cameo, some say cameo. We don't know, but it is McFarlane cover artwork, 1987. Check that beauty out in a newsstand. It is high grade. It was never pressed or cleaned. I already see like a 9.4, 9.6 out of this. I think just maybe with some magic erase markers can definitely come out some of that smudge, get that beauty up possibly to a 9.6, 9.8 category, but definitely a high grade one. 298 ASM. Was doing $100. We'll do or best offer again, but $100 on that one if anybody's interested. We are getting ready for C2E2. It is in 2 weeks now. So definitely getting some books prepped. Caught me off guard. I couldn't believe how much time we have still to for showtime. So definitely it's crunch time. I haven't pulled any books out to get signed, so we'll be doing that in the mix as well. So if you guys need any books signed, graded, pressed or clean, definitely reach out. Let me know what you guys are looking for. I'm going to be on the hunt again for some exclusives, not guaranteed. I haven't put up any posts yet. So, whatever I get my hands on, definitely going up after the fact, unfortunately. But yeah, it's been madness around here. So, always been playing catch up. So, I appreciate everybody for bearing with me. But Batman Dark Knights, that classic Frank Miller goodness. I know I put this one aside just because I've been waiting for another opportunity. We missed out on the first opportunity from Frank Miller. Not sure if he's doing any announced con appearances so far, but Frank Miller right there, Klaus Jensen, classic Dark Knight Returns. What is this? Book two. Book two. It's a high grade. It does have one little nick there, so I probably put this at a near mint minus. But overall, we're doing $30 on that. If anybody's interested on that Batman, Dark Knight Returns, just a classic Frank Miller cover right there. What's going on, Jeremy? How are we doing today? Hope everything is good in the neighborhood. We actually got you queued up too. I think we got a box coming your way. If not, it already went out. Let me double check. But yeah, uh, appreciate you stopping in. As always, send me a shout out. Let me know what you're looking for. Do some digging. But yeah, we got the first Blue Beetle right there. Key issue with Firestorm 1984. Goodness. Firestorm 24 in a newsstand copy. So on average, they're about $8 to $12 for direct. Haven't seen many newsstands. I think I seen one for like 15, $20. But if somebody wants that, we'll do it for $10 today. $10. First Blue Beetle appearance right there. What else do we got? Uh, we got some Vote Loki. I know this one was a super hot cover when the Loki TV series was coming out. Loki for president, right there, pretty cool. But yeah, Loki issue number one, high grade copy. I do have a really hard, scarce variants, graded at a CGC 9.8. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. But this one I got for 15 or best offer as well, 15 for Loki issue number one. All right. So what you see there is a Miles Morales that is a Halloween Comic Fest reprint. So that is not the original, but still fetches. I had it for 15 or best offer. But that issue number zero of that classic retelling story of the first Miles Morales right there. Miles Morales goodness. Miles Spider-Man issue number zero from the Halloween Comic Fest. So not original, but definitely a good reprint to have till you guys get your hands on the original. Got that one at 15 or best offer. So you just sent one recently. Should be here tomorrow, I think. Only books I can think of. Mortal Kombat. Ooh, man, that's a tough one. At least for tonight on the spot. But yeah, man, I could have sworn I wasn't 100% sure. That's why I was like, I got my pile. It's like maybe a long box that needs to go out tonight, tomorrow. Not sure if your name was in there, but yeah. Let me know when you get it. Like I said, we'll definitely get you all situated. But nice. Batman issue number 400. Check this roster out. It is loaded. We got Art Adams, Terry Austin, Brian Boland, goes on and on and on. A lot of classics right there. A lot of talent went into this, including George Perez, among rights. And check that out in a newsstand. This was a key issue. Batman Anniversary, issue number 400. Sankovic cover artwork, I believe that was. Bill Sankovic does got a few ticks in there, unfortunately, but I got that one priced accordingly at $12 on average. It's about a $15 to $20 book. So $12 for that. If anybody wants that, let me know. Got some Venom stuff pulled to the side. I got a nice little run. I think I'm missing a couple issues, nothing. But we got Venom. This is the Absolute Carnage tie-ins. We got issue number 18, issue number 19, and then we're missing 20. I thought I had 20, but 21. 22 is on back, actually. So 22, 23. Nice looking Doom cover right there with issue 24. That just looks crazy. 25, a nice little Doom appearance right there. And then actually I'll throw that one in, but yeah, not related. X-Men Red. I'm gonna throw that into the lot. Not sure why that's in there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 issues of the Venom run. If anybody's interested in that. I'll do $25 for all 7 issues. $25 Doom appearance. Nice little variants cover as well. 25 bucks on that lot of Venoms if anybody wants some Venom. And speaking of their Doom, I know some people make fun of this cover, but Art Adams' goodness right there. He did a few of these homages. Fantastic Four issue 44, Art Adams cover right there. Got that for $5 if anybody wants that. So a lot of books from $100 books all the way down to $5 books. So that's what we're doing today. Just a mixture of everything. Probably one of the classics. We got Batman Long Halloween. If you haven't read this, definitely a good read. They centered all books kind of based on a holiday. This was the Mother's Day's issue right there. Issue number 8 of 13, which was pretty cool. Tim Sales, rest in peace. Tim Sales was an awesome, awesome part of big part of this series as well. But that one I got for $6, $6 if anybody wants that. Then we got some Creep Show goodness. Number 1 Creep Show. That's just a crazy looking cover. If you like your Creep Shows, I believe this was I want to say it's a ratio, but I believe it was just cover B. Holiday special. Definitely have to check that one out. But I got it for $8 if anybody wants that. Creep Show issue number 1, $8 right there. Could be a ratio. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. We are loading up on a ton of trade paperback books. So if you guys are readers, our next sale would be centered around graphic novels, trade paperback books. Oh, nice. The Venom lot coming your way. Yeah, I just seen all those. I was gonna list them up. I think I had these at $5 a piece earlier. But man, giving you guys even a better deal for that lot right there. Venom is definitely getting hot, picking up, and I even throw in that freebie. Like I said, I don't know what that's in there for, but Apocalypse with X-Men Red, putting that in your bundle. Appreciate you, sir. All right. What else did we have? Again, I got a mountain, and when I literally say a mountain, I got maybe a long box full of trades. Not sure if you're interested in anything specific with trades. Just for reading purposes, these are going to be cheap. I think we're going to start most of these off at like $5 range, $8 range. They're about 10 to 15, $20 retails. But yeah, a lot of the trade graphic novels, we're going to be throwing up those in the next auction. But if you guys want first dibs on any, let me know. We'll definitely give you guys a good deal. Just do a nice little bundle on all of them and just say the hell with it. Let's go ahead and blow them out. Let's see. We got some Joker. If anybody remembers this Tangent series, it was basically a anime kind of manga DC type one-shot specials. They actually did 2 different waves. This was the first wave from 97. I think there was 12 issues for all of them if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, nice little female Joker right there. That one was popular. They did a second one for that. That's the second from the 1998 series, second volume, if you will. Joker's Wild. All the gray borders are from the second volume. So from 1998, we got Power Girl, we got a Wonder Woman, and we got a Flash. So pretty cool. That's the only one from the first series. I do got more, just got to dig them out. So we're gonna do this as a full bundle. If somebody wants all of that, we're gonna do all that for $15. $15, I think on average, that one's about $5 to $8 book by itself. All these are about $2-3 each, give or take. But yeah, do $15 on the full lot if anybody wants some DC one-shot specials with this Tangent series. And then this one was pretty cool. If anybody liked these remakes for, they said a what if Stan Lee kind of thing. Everybody actually thought that Stan Lee did these, but that was not the case. They were basically Stan Lee's take if it were to be created by Marvel or the character was created by Stan Lee. But yeah, it's Catwoman. And then they actually had an awesome Adam Hughes backside cover to that. So, but yeah, nice little Catwoman. What if? Just imagine Stan Lee. Got that one for $10 if anybody wants that. $10, Catwoman, Stan Lee. Goodness, right there. I actually like that side better. I don't know why. I'm a huge Adam Hughes fan. A lot of his work does kind of look similar to each other, but I just love his colors. All right, we got an oldie but goodie. I showed this one off. I think I actually had the other one, so I got to find it now and pair it together. But we got the Spawn Batman. The other one was Batman Spawn. It was in reverse. This is the one done by Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane. It's very fine. Plus, it does have a little rounded edge right there at the bottom, but still awesome classic story. And they are different from one another. So the Batman Spawn varies from the Spawn Batman. Was a whole different creative team that was behind it. This one I got for $6. $6 if anybody wants that one. This one's a mid-grade copy, but still worthy if somebody wants just a nice little reader copy. I got this one at Very Fine Plus. It is a newsstand, so that does definitely stick out. But the retelling of Batman, Incredible Hulk 181, the first battle between Wolverine and Incredible Hulk. Check that out. Nice little wraparound cover to it as well. And like I said, it has a slight little spine row on there, so it doesn't line up exactly proper. But again, newsstand copies usually tend to get beat up. This was still 1986 goodness right there. I got this for $8. $8 if anybody wants that, and it does go over your Incredible Hulk 180, 181. So actually, it's a nice double size issue, and you forget all the conversation about cameo versus first full appearance. There's your 180 right there. That's the only panel that Wolverine's in. It's it's a cameo, guys. It's a cameo. Let's be honest. And then 181, of course, is the one true first appearance of Wolverine. But who am I? Who am I to argue with anybody? I think that debate will go on forever with the first true Wolverine first appearance. But hell, what the hell? You can have them both in one issue. We got this gorgeous Gen 13 issue number 14. J. Scott Campbell goodness, Fairchild, the whole crew right there, Grudge, what is it, Fallout or Burnout, um, Void, I forget, no, that's Wildcats. Forgot the rest of the team's name, but definitely a nice looking cover right there. J. Scott Campbell goodness. Got that for $8. $8, Gen 13. Then we're going off into some of the crossovers. We got some amalgam crossovers. It was one character from Marvel, one character over from DC. We got Speed, Demon. Basically, it was Demon crossed over with Ghost Rider type characters. This one is different because you see that newsstand on there. Those were pretty hard to get at the time. So that is the newsstand version of this one. But I got this one at $6 if anybody wants that. $6 for a newsstand copy of Speed Demon. Man, Kiefer, appreciate the tags, brother. Appreciate the tags. Dropping those tags. Always welcome. Always thank you guys for supporting the show. All right, here was an awkward little crossover. It was a little weird, but it worked because Mr. Mark Silvestri did the artwork on there. Check that out. Star Trek meets X-Men. I guess it was happen. It could happen, I guess, with so many trips that X-Men take into outer space. I guess it'll happen. But yeah, nice little one-shot special. Nice artwork inside as well. I got that for $5 if anybody wants that. Star Trek meets X-Men with a Mark Silvestri cover. I think he did some of the interiors as well too. I'm could not 100% sure, but yeah. How about some Andy Kubert work? We got some Incredible Hulk 466. That was just that awesome cover. These had those gatefold covers, but that was just basically a retelling of the issue prior. Man, this is a good time to be a reader. But yeah, awesome interior work as well too. That one's very fine plus near mint minus. Got that at $4. Incredible Hulk 466 for $4. Nice key issue with some Batman. This is Detective Comics 549 from 1985 in a newsstand. This was always cool. It had the Batmobile in there and just Batman everywhere on this cover. You got him in the Batmobile, him kicking some butt. But yeah, we got this one for $10. 1985 goodness in the newsstand. $10. Really clean interior as well. I'll probably say these are white pages as well inside. Really clean inside for $10. Again, a lot of these, I call these prestige editions. These will also be going up into the next auction. We're doing trade paperback books slash these prestige editions. But Green Lantern and Flash, these were pretty cool. Uh, I guess technically they're trade paperback books, but they're a little bit smaller than trades. But same concept. Once you kind of read them, it broke the spine a little bit. It kind of was shot, but these are clean. Johnson from 1996, throwing down on that cover right there. Pretty cool. Got those for $5 if anybody wants those for 5. And then we're going into the Tim sales again. I got a few of these for tonight, but these are the prestige editions. Superman, all 4 seasons, or for all seasons. Sorry. Tim Sale goodness. We just brought up Tim Sale as well. Book 1. I think there was 4 books, one for every season. So this was the spring edition. And again, I think there was the winter, fall, whatever. But yeah, this one we got for $6 as well. $6 if anybody wants that prestige edition. I was a huge fan of Joe Chodo. He did a lot of the trading cards as well, but he always came up with some phenomenal artwork. I'm not sure where he disappeared to, but definitely needed nowadays on some covers. This is Codename Knockout, issue number 2. Joe Chodo work right there. Got a lot of Joe Chodo work in the PC, but if anybody wants that, we got that for $5. $5 for Knockout. All righty, we got the original Dark Knights or Marvel Knights run of Black Widow. Got Black Widow as well. Definitely series is definitely getting hot from 1999 right there. That's a high grade near mints. Got that for $8. $8. Black Widow number 2. Check my placements. As soon as these stacks getting too high, it looks like they're a little crooked, but. All righty. Let's see what else we got. We're dropped this Vampirella. I was super excited to see this one in foil. I got shorted. I have the 1 in 30 on the way. Hopefully, crossing fingers, it is the Virgin with a different color scheme to this. But man, Mark Spear still throwing down, still putting out some awesome work. And if you guys are fans of the monsters, that's basically his rendition of uh, the werewolf right there. But you got 2 of them on the cover with Vampirella, just looking super sweet. I think that's a 1 in 20. I got that one for $25 in the foil. I do got some cover C's, I think they were at the time. Cover C's, just a plain Mark Spears variants for cover price. But that is my last foil if anybody wants that for $25. And these were the hot commodity of this week. There's going to be a whole run of these. They're one-shot specials, but we got Godzilla versus Fantastic Four. And these were just like the vintage kind of posters for like a boxing match, upcoming boxing match or whatever. But yeah, the next one is Wolverine versus Godzilla. Same similarity to this. I think they're going to be pretty hot. Out of all the covers, that's the one I kept for PC right there. That is my last copy. Got it for $10 if anybody's interested in that. Fantastic Four for $10. What else do we got? Speaking of Godzilla, we got some of these Godzilla variants. These, I think there were a total of about 20 or 18 different covers. They spanned all across the Marvel Universe. So these were the Godzilla variants. We got a Dazzler issue number 1 right there. Dazzler issue 1. We got an Exceptional X-Men issue number 1. These are all Godzilla variants. And then we got a Thor, Immortal Thor issue number 15, which is a pretty cool cover. All three of those, we're gonna do those for less than cover price, $10 for all three. I think they're five, yeah, five. $15 value right there. Doing it for $10, all three of them. And we're also processing our action figures that we picked up over the weekend. There was maybe about 40 different figures that we're going through. There's some GI Joes, there's some little of everything, but this was a nice piece of the Todd McFarlane toy line for DC. We got the multiverses Wonder Woman right there, pretty cool. Comes with the shield and the pretty badass sword. So all McFarlane work right there. If anybody's interested in that, got that one for $25. $25. I think I got a Superman for this series as well too. We compare them both up. If you want to do them both, we'll do them both for 40. No, he's not back here. So it might be either a different series, but it is the same style of figurine, I guess. But yeah, Superman and Wonder Woman, we could do both for 40 or take them 25 each. Alrighty. These are like miniature, not miniature. These are like half size of a trade paperback book, but these were pretty cool. These were called roster books. This was a little Marvel superheroes game. I was never aware of these until I seen these books. But yeah, we got an Avengers roster book. Does have Thunderbolts as well in there, and then we have the entire X-Men roster right there. I'm not entirely sure how it was played or used, but it does have all the character breakdowns. It does have some skills. Kind of think of a D&D, I guess, and you pick your characters, and it has their strengths, agility points. You got your intellect. But yeah, pretty cool game. And then X-Men, I know this one was pretty pricey when I seen it. I think it was about 30 to $40 by itself. It's crazy. But if somebody wanted them both, I was going to do $25 for both. $25 for both. And I guess this one's considered the rare one out of the bunch. $25 for both graphic novels, adventure books. That's what I call them, adventure books. Alrighty, we got a lot of some. If you're a Peach Momoku fan, we got a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 Momoku books. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 71. That's probably the best one out of the bunch, in my opinion. Awesome Gwen on that cover. We're gonna do this as a full lot. So we got one right there. We got a Black Cat issue number 8. Black Cat on that one. And then we got a Groot on Guardians of the Galaxy. And these actually later became, or these derived from the trading cards. Peach Momoko did have a trading card line. It was called Marvel Anime. And basically, it was all her style of trading cards. So these were directly imported from that. And then we got Champions. We got Nova on the back. And I actually got a few of them. So if somebody wants some trading cards, they were pretty cool. A nice Green Goblin with Amazing Spider-Man issue 70. And last but not least, a Captain Marvel bundle. So all together, 6 issues. If somebody wanted all those 6, we're gonna do $30 for the lot of 6. $30 for all Peach Momoku variants. I know we're showing off some Godzilla stuff. This one is the only one out of the bunch that kind of picked up and went full steam. We had a Venomized Godzilla. I guess that concept is going to take off because I think we're going to see it again. But Venom issue 37, this was part again of those Godzilla variants right there. This one is still holding strong. I think I seen it about 40 to $50 still. But yeah, we're doing 35. If anybody in the chat wants it, $35 for Venom issue 37. Alrighty, what else do we got? More prestige editions. We got some Batman Ultimate Evil. I think that contained, yeah, it was actually a second part to this. So sometimes it wasn't a full set. You had to collect them both. So this is one of 2. So missing the second part. So not the full story, but still doing that one for $5. $5 on Batman. All right, we got some GI Joe issue number 26. We got, I believe that's the origin of Snake Eyes, issue 26 right there. Very clean, nice high grade copy. Probably put this at like a near mint minus, no, very fine plus. I see a few ticks on there, but it is a newsstand, so keep that in mind. Got that for $10, $10 on GI Joe. All right, these were some facsimiles. Well, before they were technically facsimiles, these I think were included with the action figure or something, but it is a reprint that were not for sale. So you didn't get this from me. Captain America Annual number 8. That's that classic Wolverine versus Cap cover right there. So it is a full size comic. Does capture the entire battle right there. So but yeah, the black border. I think these came with action figures, if I'm not mistaken. But I got that for $6 if anybody wants that. $6. Might have the original. I know I had an original 9.8 graded CGC. That one sold not long ago, but yeah, I do got a couple raw copies left. All right, so these, the Wonder Woman, again, more prestige additions. Wonder Woman, the once and future story right there. That's part of the Elseworlds tie-in, I believe. Doing that one for $5. The Gen 13 we're doing for 10. Gorgeous J. Scott Campbell cover right there. This is Lost in Paradise, which was a mini story, I believe. I think this one does have all the parts for that story arc right there. So $10 on the J. Scott Campbell and 5 on the Wonder Woman. All right, this one is the original Captain America 332 classic cover right there. Captain America just doesn't have it in him anymore to keep on going. Great story, some really clean interior pages as well too. Captain America 332. Look at Abe Lincoln is crying. What's going on? He's got a tear in his eye. Never seen that before. But we got that for $10. Mike Zeck cover right there. Classic Captain America for $10. Ooh, monsters. I can bring them out if you want, Sean. I do have a stack of the originals as well as some of the other ones. Let me see if I set that right here. No. Issue number 1 of fourth print just released this week, so I still got, I think, 1 copy left of that. Let me double check this box to see. But I did have first prints of a lot of the monster ones. If you're looking for any of them specifically, let me know. But yeah, a lot of Mark Spears monsters. I think I'm only down to my last copy or so on most of them. But yeah. Spawns. Got some Silver Age DCs. Where's my monster box? Give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I thought it was right here. Marvel versus Capcoms. Ratios. Dang it. I probably got to find them, but yeah. Let me know what cover you're looking for. I can definitely dig it out if needed. But I think the newest issue should be dropping this week. I think it's issue number 3 or 4 coming out this week. So I'll be putting those up for New Comic Book Day. So Batman Grendo, another prestige edition. You guys are going to be seeing these in the group posted up pretty soon. But yeah, Grendo and Batman Matt Wagner goodness. Got that for $5. $5 on that. This one is a classic. We got some Adam Hughes Wonder Woman. Adam Hughes Wonder Woman issue number 177. We got some Adam Hughes goodness right there. Does an awesome job with his artwork. He did quite a few of the Wonder Woman run. So 177. I got that for $8 if anybody wants that. $8. No worries. I'm looking for all of them. Oh man, yeah. They're pretty pricey. I think I got one of the hologram foil covers left. Uh, I'm just mad I can't find them now. It's always those books when people ask, it's like I've been seeing them time after time, and then when people ask for them, I can't find them. What the hell? Let me check one more box. If not, then yeah, we're probably gonna have to reschedule, or I can post them up in the group or send you some messages. All right, I found a couple of them. Let's see, what do we got here? These are all just the number ones, but I do got the number twos and the other multiple printings as well. I think this one kind of started to blow up. We got the Monsters number one. That's the hip hop variants cover. At the time of release, I wasn't even sure that there was the homage to it, but I guess people are relating it to that. But yeah, definitely blowing up for good reason. Awesome cover artwork. Mark Spears has definitely been super hot. That one right there, I think, is in about $300 range. So yeah, definitely up there. Actually, at one point, this one was up there, and this one kind of steadily started dropping because I guess that one was the one everybody wanted. But we got that one for 150. That one's a high grade. All these are near mints. And then we got the cover A of Dracula. So I think that one's about 40 by itself. Hell, even the blank sketch covers, the last few sold were about 65 bucks. People just want Mark Spears. And actually that one was more pricey. It was $9.99 cover price for that one. So just the blank was 65 on eBay. But if somebody wants it here, do 50 bucks on it. And then we got the Infinity Gauntlet homage right there. That one's still holding strong, about 60, 65. Same thing, we'll do 50 bucks on that one. But the one that was super limited, this one was a reverse wraparound or a flip side foil cover of Mark Spears Monsters right there. That one is about 350. Again, $20 cover price. So not a lot of people are ordering them just because a $20 price sticker on there, but definitely was definitely worth it. But the reverse, I think to that one, I think it was an original art. I don't think it was any of these covers right there. So definitely another cover for that. If you're interested, I can take it out. But yeah, definitely some nice ones. Yeah, that series was like I said, very hard to get. Even I did reorders on them because they were short, and they just gave me credits. They were not refilling them, so I had like four of these that were damaged. I had a couple of these that were damaged, and they never sent out any kind of replacements. They just basically gave you a refund, and that was it. So it was definitely a very small window to jump on those monsters. Nobody knew it was going to blow up the way they did, but definitely some nice books. Interiors as well. Mark Spears did all the interiors, so all this style of artwork is on the interior. So yeah, definitely a nice complete book is what I like to call them. Usually, like the covers are top notch, and then the interiors are shit. But yeah, that's a definite nice complete book series right there. Static, that is the direct copy. There was a poly bag for that. We got Static issue number one. Somebody wants that. Got that for 30 bucks. Yeah, I knew I had them somewhere. I know they were handy because they always get people asking on them. So I had them in auction once or twice, but yeah, down. We sold most of them. That is down to my last copy, so I kind of go closer to fair market value on those, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely some nice books. I kind of don't mind if I don't sell them. I'll definitely keep them. But yeah, man. Incredible Hulk. This was a send away. This one was hard to get in near mint grades just because you had to send these little vouchers out to receive these. But Incredible Hulk versus Venom. It's that nice embossed cover as well as some foil goodness on there. Al Ewing, I believe, did the story in there as well. We got that for $20. Alrighty, speaking of some Incredible Hulk, we do have the second appearance or nice clash of Hulk issue number 2, Iron Man versus Red Hulk right there. Does have one little tick that does break color right there at the top. So I put that a very fine plus, near mint minus on that. But yeah, we got that one at $25. All right, we like to make fun of JC right there. That's JC in his prime, young and in love. Some DC romance books, issue number 104. This is actually a really clean copy, considering its age. If anybody collects some old romance or just kind of Silver Age, Bronze Age books, we got that one at $20. $20. All right. Jack Kirby Classic right there. We got a high grade Black Panther issue number 1 in a newsstand copy. Again, a little bit more common in those days, but it is clean. I don't see much on the spine there. It's a little off center right there, but other than that, it is very, very clean. Corners are sharp on that. I got that one for $45. $45 on Black Panther number 1. Yeah, if you need any of the other ones, or if you guys need anything pulled or subscribed, definitely we do FOC orders every week in the group. Orders are due on Friday. It takes about a month or month and a half sometimes for books to get released, and then we put them in your whole box, ship them whatever you guys need. We do weekly shipments, bi-weekly, or even monthly. If you guys want to accumulate titles, definitely can do that. But yeah, just like an example for those monsters books, if you guys if you need them all pulled, let me know, and we can definitely do that going forward, so you're not missing out on any issues at all. The next wave of some Marvel versus Capcoms. I think these are going to be dropping this week, starting this week maybe. I know those connecting covers are coming out this week, but we're getting wave 2 of Marvel versus Capcom. This is another series that went really quick, but I got one full set still left of all the Marvel versus Capcom covers. A lot of them, some of them hit. I think the Wolverine's steady about $35 to $40 book by itself. We got the Iron Man. I think there was 11 total for that full set. If anybody wanted it, let me know. We got it for $100. Putting it aside for the rest of them, wave 2 to drop, so we can put one big bundle together. Iron Man, that Venom 2 is about a 20-ish dollar book by itself. Spidey. But yeah, we got a full set. Got a few loose issues, but not many left on those. If anybody wants a set, like I said, $100. If you guys want to wait and grab the wave 2, those already went into pre-order, so I only ordered a couple copies extras of each. Let me know. We can definitely put them aside starting next week. Vampirella holiday special. I think that was from about 3 years ago. Nice Bruno sales cover. She's from, I want to say Brazil or Argentina. I don't remember off the top of my head, but a nice little Vampirella cover right there. Virgin for $10. Speaking of some Virgin covers, we got this Scrooge McDuck cover. I think this was a 1 in 20 foil ratio variance for not DuckTales. Tailspin? No, not what the hell? It was one of the series from Dynamite. I think it was the Uncle Scrooge series. But yeah, 1 in 20 ratio. Got that for $20. All right, we still got some more of the ratios still available. We got some Naruto number 3 just dropped, so we got 1 and 2, but these are both 1 in 25 ratio variants. So issue number 1, that's a 1 in 25 high grade near mints. Same thing with number 2, high grade near mints, 1 in 25 ratios. I should be getting the number 3 1 in 25 ratio, but I do got the single issues. Not sure if they're going to fill the ratio or not just yet. But I got that for 40. If somebody wants to do it tonight, we'll do 35 bucks for both 1 in 25s. All right, appreciate everybody for stopping in today, man. I know it's Monday. I know it's early. Well, it's already later in the evening, but I'm sure you all had a long ass day. But yeah, let me know some requests. I think we're planning to go live tomorrow night as well. I think Pete wanted to jump on, either do some Plinko or some Battleship to make up for today. Today technically was supposed to be some Battleship. So I had a bunch of the $5 books on standby. You probably see these tomorrow, but yeah, $5 on any of these that you guys see. Berserker pen and ink. This thing is $7.99 cover price. We're doing it for $5. Any of these, let me know. Got some multiple copies of some indie books right there. We're doing those for $5. Cover A, B, and C we got of this series right there. But yeah, think we're gonna go ahead and throw in the towel again. Appreciate everybody for stopping in. Check out the group if you guys are readers. We're gonna be doing a trade paperback book slash I call them prestige editions, but we're gearing up for our next auction. But definitely jump on if you guys want some deals. $3 star bids, and a lot of them do not have bids. So definitely time to go over there and snipe a bunch of stuff. If interested in filling up a box, definitely go ahead and tune into the Brotherhood. That auction ends in a couple hours at midnight tonight. So again, appreciate everybody for stopping in, man. It's been fun. Appreciate you all. Love everybody. Thank you guys for supporting us at off the panel. So until next time, I think maybe tomorrow night, but don't quote me on it. We will definitely for sure be back on Friday and Saturday with some more deals. Have a good night, guys. We appreciate everybody. Take care.